Okay guys, so the live action anime adaptation of Bleach made by Tire Kubo has finally come to Netflix and I got the chance to finally watch it. I was actually kind of excited for this one. After I saw the trailers, there was only one thing that bothered me, and that was the acting. I don't like it when Japanese actors portray their characters with a very goofy, super anime stylistic, cartoony feel. It's really embarrassing to watch, and I just don't like it. It always bothers me. But I finally got the chance to watch this. My experience with live action anime adaptations is really on and off. I'm not really so hard on them as other people. Dragon Ball Evolution, this is one of my least favorite movies of all time, not just anime adaptations. And there's Ghost in the Shell, which I really liked. The Death Note live action, just like I was okay with the Japanese ones, and I was okay with the American one. I wasn't really a huge fan of them. And then, the Full Metal Alchemist one, I hated that one. And then, I keep going on and off with anime live action adaptations. But yeah, I'm not super hard on them. And then Bleach came out. And I gotta be really honest with you guys. I loved this movie. I was really surprised. I was actually, when I saw it was on Netflix, I watched this with my dad. And he was like, "Hey, look, don't you like Bleach?" He knows I like anime and stuff. And I was like, "Yeah." And then, I was like, I didn't want to watch this. And he's like, "Come on, let's just watch it." I'm like, because, it was made by, Warner Brothers Japan. And, Full Metal Alchemist was garbage. And I really couldn't take another garbage anime movie. So we started watching this. And, this is a straight up beat for beat adaptation of the first season of Bleach, and I was amazed by it. There was a couple things that I really didn't like, and one nitpick. One of the things that I didn't like was the acting. Like I said, I saw it in the trailer. I was expecting it here. It's the very anime-like acting. They're very expressive and cartoony, and it just looks weird in live action. And the other thing I wasn't a big fan of was the way they just threw exposition right at your face. The whole first half of the movie, they just throw exposition, like so much of it. It's basically covering one whole season of the anime, and just giving you all this exposition. And luckily the first season of Bleach is very easy to understand, so it's very easy to understand in the movie. Yeah, I was really surprised, and I was liking it. Like, from the beginning of the movie, as it goes on, it gets better and better and better. It's just so weird to see that in an anime live action adaptation. Oh yeah, and I have one nitpick in this live action. It's really something small, but it's just sometimes I felt like some of the shots took too long. Those dramatic tension shots where you're just staring into nothing and just being dramatic, and then they just stare and it's just dramatic, but it's like that for like 20 seconds. And some scenes just go on and on, just trying to be dramatic, and sometimes I'm like, okay, you could pick it up, but that's just really a nitpick. But other than that, this movie was fun. If you like the anime Bleach, I'm pretty sure you're gonna like this. And even if you didn't watch the anime, I think you'll still enjoy it. My dad didn't watch the anime, and he really enjoyed this movie for the action alone. Like I said, just be aware that there's a lot of exposition thrown at you, but it's not that hard to follow. It's really simple. Another great thing I love about this movie is the action scenes. The action scenes are amazing. They're very well choreographed, especially the Soul Reaper versus Soul Reaper action scenes. It's very beautifully choreographed and intense. It feels like a Man of Steel kind of action scene, just in a smaller scale. I like the Man of Steel action, so I really enjoyed this one. I just loved it. Plus, I like that they didn't do those really shortcuts for action scenes. I really hate when they do that, but yeah, these are like long takes, and you can enjoy the full view of how they flip around and sword fight each other really well. And it's amazing. I really enjoyed it, especially at the end of the movie. Another thing to mention is the CGI in this movie. Bleach is a very fantasy-based anime, so they're going to use a lot of CGI for the monsters and the powers and all that good stuff. And to be honest, it's not bad at all. I think for the budget that a lot of Asian movies get, it looks really good. And I was never really distracted by the CGI. I was more concentrated on the characters, which is, wow, impressive. Now for the acting, of course a lot of the time they do a lot of the, anime goofy style of acting, but it's not too long. Like I said, it's really in that first half of the movie. Then once it gets to that second half of that movie, it starts picking up, it starts getting more serious, and just these actors are very charismatic. 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 These actors were very charismatic. The guy who played Ichigo actually really sold me on his character. He actually played Ichigo. I felt like that was him. It jumped off the screen. You know, I'm a big fan of Bleach, and I'm a big fan of the character of Ichigo. And, you know, I was like, okay, I'm sold. This guy is Ichigo. Then Rukia, I think she did really well. I mean, a lot of people might complain because her hair doesn't look, you know, like Rukia's hair, but really that has nothing to do with her character. You know, her hair doesn't talk for her. Of course, it has its minor flaws and some plot holes because they had to change some stuff from the story. But, you know, the action alone was enough to have me at the edge of my seat. I had so much fun with this movie, and that's from an anime fan. And my dad had fun with this movie, and that's from someone that's not an anime fan. So honestly, Bleach live action movie, I applaud you. You did a really great job. And I honestly, I can't believe I'm going to say this, I want a sequel. I actually want to see where they're gonna head with this. They actually set it up pretty well to continue on. I kind of wish this to be a series, but I kind of like the movie format of it. I can't wait for a sequel. I can't believe I'm actually saying that. What's going on? Oh my gosh! But anyway, I enjoyed this movie. What did you guys think? Have you watched it yet? If you did, please tell me what you thought in the comments below. I really want to know what you think. I really enjoyed this movie. You guys tell me what you think. And if you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you guys next time.